virtually like new 2013, I think, Puma 25 RS just came on trade here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And whoever owned this originally did a really nice job of taking care of it, and they just really enjoyed camping and decided to step up into something larger here at Haylett's. There's a lot of, we've had a couple of this model on trade before. I've always really taken a shine to this layout. There's a lot of very cool things about it. First thing I want to point out is all the preventative measures you're going to see that the previous owners put in. Like you see the fantastic vent cover up here. You're going to see the little blue clips on the refrigerator to keep the doors just cracked and breathing. You're going to see all those nice little things that these people put on here, you know, to proactively prevent their trailer from needing various service and maintenance. It's really good to see when people take care of that. An ounce of prevention is definitely worth a pound of cure with a camper. Secondly, upgraded power awning. It's a lot easier to manipulate than a manual awning, obviously. And secondly, look how big this is. It covers both entry doors with plenty of room to spare. That's a good thing to see. That means that you can have some really nice patio coverage space. You know, you can have some lawn chairs and a picnic table out here instead of only one or the other. They added the oversized entry handle here that you'll see. There's a very large pass-through storage up front. I like that there's still the bigger diamond plate on the front here. A lot of manufacturers in this class have started skipping corners like that. They upgraded and put an aftermarket power tongue jack on here instead of a manual jack. So power tongue jack, power awning means you're going to spend more time using your campsite, less time setting it up. They added the nice big bubble levels on here. A lot of people don't realize those are aftermarket parts. Standard, I believe this camper usually comes with 20-pound propane tanks, and they upgraded to a 30-pound twin tank system with an auto changeover regulator. They upgraded to the little quick kick jack right here, whatever you want to call that little flip jack. That saves you a lot of crank up and crank down time, so you can either get on the road sooner or get set up at your campsite more quickly. Aluminum wheels upgrade. I mean, they weren't afraid to put some money into their camper to make it something very nice that they could be proud of. What that kind of translates into is you get a very well kept used RV that's late model, and you know, it's just a fantastic deal. It's this is kind of the camper equivalent of someone who buys a brand new car and then like 9 months later trades it in with like 10,000 miles. It's a very good opportunity to get you know, if you're a first timer and you're just not wanting to go all in and head over heels, or if you're just a casual camper, this is an awesome setup for you. If you're an MSU fan, they got the old Sparty sticker on the rear window there, and if you're not an MSU fan, well, we can remove that for you. Let's step inside here. I've always been a sucker for this wood plank look flooring. It just has a very nice appeal to it to me. But let's start back here. The unique thing about this layout is a lot of people like that big rear window and the two chairs down there. They like that big comfy living room space. That normally comes with a big slide out. Trick is, there's good and bad things about anything. Slide outs are nice because they give you lots and lots of room. The downside to a slide out is it adds a lot of weight and it adds a lot of money that maybe you're just not wanting to invest right now. This is one of the very few comfortable, nice rear living room couples campers with those big windows and chairs I've ever seen that does not have a big slide out. And that's where this is nice. This is probably going to come in at, I don't know, about 4,500 pounds, give or take a couple pounds from there. So you're in a whole different class in terms of towability, and you're still getting some nice things. Like we still have central air, we still have central heat. This is, again, just a great runaround couples camper. You know, if my wife and I didn't have a kid, this is exactly what I'd be looking for. You know, if you know, you're only camping casually, this is a way to go. I've been pointing us at the ceiling here because I wanted to point out this has textured ceiling panels. It just kind of breaks up the light and gives you something else to look at other than just a flat white panel. Little stuff like that, just it really helps you aesthetically when you're sitting in your camper. It has a very common camper kitchen setup, although I do notice that it does have the bigger 22-inch stove, not a 16-inch stove. You do this long enough and you start to pick up on stuff like that. Being a camper myself, I look for things like the high-rise faucets, because if I have a big pot or pan, I can actually wash it in this sink. I don't have to try to take it outside. The skylight here in the kitchen lets in quite a bit of ambient light. You notice I have no lights on. I have no power under this unit whatsoever. And it's very bright and comfortable in here, you know. It's not too bright that you couldn't take a nap, but it's bright enough that you don't have to, flip on a light to read a book. Now, normally this would be a 2-bench dinette. This is the one big critical point of this video I wanted to put together. They had removed this side of the bench. They were truly just a couple. They didn't bring grandkids with them. My understanding is like the cushions and whatnot are located in the pass-through storage under the bed. Some of this woodwork here is missing, but what they did is they brought out a pair of folding chairs for guests whenever they wanted to, sit and play cards or something like that. So this kind of really does still serve that purpose. It's an ideal couples coach that can expand to allow for friends and family when they come over. I do also want to mention real quick, this does have upgraded day and night shades, which in this class, in a casual camper type class like this, is virtually unheard of. I wouldn't be surprised if they spent a bunch of money and added that aftermarket, because normally that's not even an option that's available on this type of camper. Kind of like this big 40-inch Toshiba flat screen. This did not come included in this camper. This is something they added aftermarket and left in here, because that's always a good sign to me. When people don't need to sort of poach their electronics from their camper, it tells me that they're folks who are able to properly equip their stuff, and they understand this TV is meant to go with this camper. Everything has a place, and they understand that relationship. They even put in a very nice swing arm bracket back here, so if you want to turn this TV around, you can do that. Now, your stereo up here, that did come with a camper, but it is also upgraded. Normally, this trailer would feature CD-only stereo, but this is AM, FM, CD, DVD player, and it's even Bluetooth enabled. So if you want to take your phone or something like that and hook it up to your stereo wirelessly, this can do that. Now, it has a multi-zone speaker system here. That's what these blue buttons are, so you can set up inside or outside. But depending on how this camper's wired, I haven't played with it yet, it may even have front or rear independent zones, so if someone's trying to nap up front, you can still watch TV in the back. Let's see here, lots of storage space, and that is, interestingly enough, the fact that this RV has no slides means it actually has more storage. And it sounds so strange because slide outs, you think, well, slide outs are bigger and have more room. They do, but what you're getting with a slide out is more open space, not more storage space. If this whole wall was a slide out, if you had a bench and a dinette over here, you wouldn't have room for these big closets. This refrigerator would be right in your way. And again, I like seeing the little things like little blue clips on here. These let the refrigerator and freezer breathe so they don't mold. But this big, giant, double-door, mega-sized wardrobe closet right here, if this trailer had a slide-out, you would not be able to have this thing. And it's kind of funny because people always say, yeah, they just don't build them with the storage that they used to. That's because they didn't build them with slide-outs like they do now. And again, slide-outs eliminate the opportunity for storage. It's strange, but it's true. I do also want to point out, I had to look at it twice before I realized it. This is a full-length bed, which is, again, in this class, unusual. Most campers in this class are 74 to 76-inch beds. That's a full 80-inch bed. A really tall guy like me, I'm like 6'3", I can sleep on that. My feet don't hang off the bed. I love that. That's something I actively look for in a camper. But if you've never gone camping, you wouldn't know that. And that's one of the reasons you need to come to a dealership like Haylett. We can show you the good and the bad with any camper. We've already demonstrated our willingness to do that on this trailer in this video before you've ever even seen us. What I'm showing you right here is you have bedside stands on both sides of the bed with your residential outlets. So if you have sleep apnea, if you need a breathing machine for any reason, this camper allows for both mom and dad, as it were, to have a breathing machine by the bed so that you can both run your machines instead of one or the other. And the extra skylight here above the bed's also a big deal. You can open your windows and get more cross ventilation in here. As a person who, again, goes camping, I can tell you, most of the time, we don't run our air conditioner. Most of the time, we just generally keep the windows open and enjoy a breeze unless it starts to get real stuffy or muggy. The fact that this has shower wall panel surround is really nice to me because it means that when I'm showering, the water that sprays off my body isn't going to water damage my walls. This has a very good sized medicine cabinet, his and hers double-sized medicine cabinet with a lot of extra open space down here. So if you have some, if you want to keep a broom in here or something like that, it's not a bad space to do it. And one more thing I want to point out, again, just experience talking, no carpeting till you get to the bedroom. So this is very, very easy to keep clean, though there are little carpet squares under the chairs so they don't scuff up your floor, and that's what I like to see. The folks that own this thing really took some nice preventative measures, and man, they really took care. I mean, even little stuff like this, they added the little grab bar onto the door here, because when you're camping, when the door's open, it's really hard to reach up here and close it unless you're really tall like I am. So this little handle right here makes it a lot easier to make that happen. Give us a call, learn even more. Better yet, come see us in person. You know, we do trades, financing, hitching, accessories. We do everything here in one stop. This is supposed to be fun and easy. It's camping, you know. It's not supposed to be difficult and frustrating and nerve-wracking. Our job's to try to make this fun and easy for you, and you'll find that more often than not, we make that happen here at Haylett. So give us a call, 800-256-5196. Take care, stay safe, happy camping, everybody.